Hello and welcome to this yet another episode of Editors Roundtable, where One India brings you the voices and the opinion from all corners of the country, from all the pin codes also, if I may add here. This is a Roundtable, Editors Roundtable, and today, as you can see on the screen, we're joined by Shruti Sarkar from One India Business, Ritesh Ghosh from One India Bangla, Keshav Karn from One India Hindi, Kalpesh Kanodia from One India Gujarati, and we will also be joined by Uma from all the way down south, One India Tamil. Shruti, let me begin with you first. As I say, it's all about the money. What's happening in the markets? And this week, after the tumultuous ride, I would say, and some recovery, how was this week, in your opinion, at the markets?
Thank you, Pankaj. It's gloomy and doomy in Bangalore, and market was down today too. Okay. However, if you see in the weekly basis, Sensex and Nifty has gained. In fact, yesterday and today it touched all-time high, and then there was some kind of profit booking. Next week, I think investors are going to be a little bit cautious. Is that what analysts are saying? That is because everybody's eyes are on budget. That will happen next month. Yes. So a few tax debates are expected, especially for corporates. Also for housewives, and there are some benefits that are expected to come for middle class, which will be welcomed by everybody on this call and otherwise.
Yes.
So that's that from markets.
Absolutely. I can't help you but ask you, Nirmala Sitharaman as the finance minister once again. Lots of outpour of the sentiments we saw on social media. People were saying that once again the middle class will have to bear the brunt. Why has Nirmala Sitharaman got this kind of image that she is anti, if I may use this word, middle class? And also, what are the expectations from the full-fledged budget, which the interim budget was presented before the elections, and now that BJP has come back into power? So tell us all about the new budget.
I will not be able to tell you why there are so many memes going around, but I think the speculation is that that Nirmala Sitharaman, in her previous terms, we as middle class, we have not received a lot of tax rebates. For example, even the new tax regime had straight, 30% just goes straight. So even for people who are earning 15 lakhs, the tax slabs basically are very limited. And then there are no tax benefits or very limited tax benefits. And that's the reason I think there are a lot of, social media memes going around. However, after the election, while BJP was expected to win with a majority, and now that we have a coalition government, talk of the town amongst traders, amongst analysts or people who are anticipating a better budget, they are saying that now, because our Prime Minister PM Modi said that the focus will be on middle class, on salaried people, there could be a little bit more tax relief for people, especially the 15 lakh bracket. So that is what is expected. Everybody is looking at ION. Also, there will be focus on manufacturing and employment. There could be boost. There's already talks, and there are already talks of few more, if I could say, benefits to lower middle class and middle class. We would see how it goes once the budget is out.
Well, Shruti, trust me, I mean, editorially or non-editorially, the way you have presented it, it looks like that, a hunky-dory picture can be painted at this stage of the year that we are. But Keshav, do you agree that the budget which is going to be presented this time around could be a lukewarm one, but in the days to come, the economic scenario, in your opinion, does it appear to be changing a bit or improving a bit? Because on that front, as Shruti mentioned, jobs generation, then you need several booster shots to put the economy back on track in a way which is, as per the government, doing well. Yet a lot needs to be done. How do you see it?
Thank you, Pankaj, and Shruti has already put it very well. But the way things have changed in the last couple of months. BJP was expected to, again achieve the thumping majority, but it could not happen. And the main reason of BJP, staying back of 272, the magical figure is, it's very obvious. The middle class did not come out to vote because for the last 10 years, the 10 budgets, 9 full budgets and 1 interim budget that this government has presented, middle class always felt deceived. Merely saying thank you or waving hands to the middle class would not lure them to come to the polling booth. So the middle class thought, okay, there is nothing for us. Why shall we be worried? They did not come out to vote. The beneficiaries of the government schemes, they also went opposite to this government because maybe an influence of the campaigns, the strong campaigns from the other side. So this government, I think, would take some corrective measures. So I am not expecting any, populist budget, but there may be a hint of relief for the middle class in the upcoming full budget. It was also slightly inhuman, like if you are earning more than 10 lakh up till 99 lakh, all of us are falling in the same bracket. You have to pay 30% tax.
Keshav, I will come back to you. Yes, sorry, I'm so sorry. I will come back to you to understand the concept also, since we are talking politically about why Priyanka Gandhi is headed to Wayanad and what challenges does she follow. But before that, I need to go to Ritesh. Ritesh, politically talking, Lok Sabha elections done, Didi performed well, everything is hunky-dory. 4 seats are going to by-elections in West Bengal. How does the BJP and how does the TMC look at it? Who is jittery, who is calm, or both are confident?
Thank you, Pankaj. After the Lok Sabha election, it is obvious that TMC is more confident this time, and BJP is kind of rattled after the election debacle.
Okay.
After they come down from 18 to 12 seats, BJP has clear issue in the state teams. There is a clear division. There are 2 teams, like one is old BJP and one is new BJP. The old BJP, like who are follower of RSS, or the people of cadre or leaders who are doing around with BJP for years, and the people who joined after 20 or 2021 this assembly election, people's like leaders like Shubhendu Adhikari and many others,
right,
who are called new BJP leaders, and Dilip Ghosh and others who are going around with BJP for years. So there is a clear division, and people are like Dilip Ghosh started speaking right after election that things are not there in place. We conveyed these things to our teams, our BJP core team, but something happened wrong. So inside story is not very clear for BJP. It's gloomy. At the same time, TMC is confident. Just because TMC have survived this election also, just like the 2020 election, they survived after a lot of things happened politically in the state.
Right.
So TMC is upper hand, and obviously TMC is in the power. So we know in all by-elections, it always favors the party who is in the power. So
right. Ritesh, absolutely. Help us understand. Sorry, I wanted to have a closer look at BJP's performance in West Bengal. क्या ऐसा है, the saying goes कि चढ़ते सूरज को सब सलाम करते हैं. There was a time when BJP performed well, got 18 seats. Everyone was saying, look, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal, sure shot BJP. Even I was saying that. Let me admit that BJP is going to perform better. But this time around, lots of 6 seats there. Do you think that BJP has lost its touch? Can it be written off, or is there a phoenix-like revival up in the cards for BJP?
See, anything can happen in politics in near future. We can't even predict. Okay. If you remember in 2021 election, we also thought, the Pandits thought that BJP is going to take over in assembly elections.
Right.
it didn't happen. This time also, even the opinion polls also suggesting that BJP is going to take over, but that didn't happen. Interestingly, the even BJP leaders also now, after poll debacle, they are saying that in some seats CPM become vote katua. So
Right,
that's why
obviously.
BJP lost 10 to 12 seats. Even Subhendu Adhikari, 2-3 days back, he alleged that same thing. So it is there. We can't write off BJP right now because 40%, close to 40% of vote BJP got in this election, this Lok Sabha election also. So they will fight back. Maybe they will try to fight back again. But right now it's advantage BJP. I'm telling you one fact that is very interesting to me. I'm just sharing this. In this election, 4 seats are going to on poll. By poll. That is Raiganj, Ranaghat, Bagda, and Maniktala. Raiganj, Ranaghat, and Bagda. These 3 seats are Matua dominated seats. And the people who are contesting for TMC in this election, all are, especially Raiganj and Ranaghat, both are BJP MLAs who won the election in 2021 from BJP ticket. They joined TMC and now they are fighting with TMC. Yeah. So, and in Bagda, TMC have given the ticket to Madhuparna Thakur. She is the daughter of TMC MP, who is also a Matua figure. So TMC has a clear agenda. Local candidates they choose for election, and in this Matua dominated thing, they put the local boy, like in Ranaghat, they put Mukutmani Adhikari, who was a poster boy of Matua community. So this is how TMC is approaching the battle.
Elections,
And the same time, BJP also approaching the same, but right now BJP is a bit disturbed. And even Congress and CPM also, they are not in a very good shape right now.
And hence you rightly said that TMC is confident, and you explained it also why. Ritesh, before I move on to Kalpesh, what you are talking about to get local leaders contest local elections and have a representation from the society, which is primarily dominating that particular area. BJP got this calculation wrong, as the BJP insiders are saying, in Lok Sabha elections as far as UP was concerned. Uttar Pradesh, BJP got this arithmetic wrong. Keshav, we will discuss that in the course of the what went wrong for the BJP also in UP, and how this dynamics which TMC is using helped BJP the other way around. Kalpesh, from West Bengal, the eastern part of the country, straight away to the western part in Gujarat. अहमदाबाद में तो चलिए अभी बहुत सारी गतिविधि हो ही रही होगी, बहुत सारे वहां पर खबर बनती रहती है. एक चीज जो राजकोट से खबर आई थी, जो गेमिंग जोन में आग लगी थी, क्या डेवलपमेंट है उस पर अभी? क्या वो ओपन एंड शट केस हो गया था या उस पर कुछ काम हो रहा है अभी?
नहीं, अभी उस पर एसआईटी का जांच रिपोर्ट गवर्नमेंट में सबमिट हो चुका है और अभी उस पर गवर्नमेंट ने एक्शन लेना भी स्टार्ट कर दिया है. जांच रिपोर्ट में बहुत सारी डिपार्टमेंट्स की गलतियां सामने आई है. जैसे कि पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट्स, उनको पता था कि ये चल रहा है, इलीगली चल रहा है, इनके पास ना ही लाइसेंस है ना ही फायर एनओसी है, फिर भी ये चल रहा था. वहाँ के जो राजकोट के आईपीएस थे, वो खुद अपनी बर्थडे पार्टी टीआरपी गेम जोन में मनाए थे. उनको पहले से ही पता था ये चल रहा है. फिर प्लानिंग डिपार्टमेंट का भी इसमें गलती हुई है. प्लानिंग डिपार्टमेंट को भी पता था, उनके यहाँ भी लाइसेंस लिया था इन लोगों ने, वो भी विदाउट किसी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, प्रॉपर डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के लिया था. और ये सब जांच रिपोर्ट में उल्लेख किया हुआ है और ये जांच रिपोर्ट सबमिट हो चुकी है अभी गवर्नमेंट में. और इस दुर्घटना के हिसाब से, इस दुर्घटना के वजह से 32 लोगों की जान गई है. सो ये कोई छोटे मोटी घटना नहीं है. पहले भी ऐसी बहुत सारी घटना हुई थी. सूरत में तक्षशिला ट्यूशन क्लासेस थे, उसमें आग लगी थी और 22 बच्चे जलकर मर गए थे. तब भी गवर्नमेंट ने एक्शन लिया था. लेकिन क्या होता है कि एक्शन, जब तक मामला गर्म है तब तक एक्शन का ढिंढोरा पीटते हैं ये लोग, फिर मामला ठंडा हो जाता है, सब गुल हो जाता है, लोग भूल जाते हैं, फिर 2-3 साल के बाद वापस ऐसी घटना होती है, तब वापस ये सेम ड्रामा शुरू हो जाता है।
जी, कल्पेश हमारे साथ बने रहिए। श्रुति, मामला गर्म रहता है तो एक्शन होता है, मामला ठंडा हो जाता है सब भूल जाते हैं। मामला गर्म ठंडे का मतलब ये है, फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ आवर व्यूअर्स, इट्स योर मेमोरी, इट्स आवर मेमोरी, इट्स पब्लिक मेमोरी। जब तक वो पब्लिक मेमोरी, पब्लिक डिस्कोर्स में रहती है वो चीजें, तब तक उस पर चर्चा होती है, विच प्राइमरली रिकॉइल्स टू अस, विच इज मीडिया। मीडिया जब तक उन बातों को उठाता रहता है। श्रुति, दो चीजें ऐसी हुई हैं। What Kalpesh mentions is that in a state which is governed by the BJP, 2 fire incidents happened, the latest one being Rajkot, where 32 people lost their lives, and previously also there was an incident in Surat. Likewise, you come from Jharkhand, where most of the students come to Delhi, Pune, and Bangalore, where you are living, to pursue higher education. NEET examination and UGC NET examinations both are struck, devastated by this menace of paper leak. Paper leak एक ऐसी चीज है श्रुति, जो केशव बैंक, योगेश रांटा और हमारी टीम जब नॉर्थ इंडिया को क्रिस क्रॉस कर रहे थे, तो छोटे शहरों में, चाहे वो हम बात करें यूपी के आगरा, मैनपुरी, या राजस्थान की बात कीजिए आप, या पंजाब में बात कीजिए, अक्सर वहां पर मथुरा में, मेरठ में बात होती थी पेपर लीक की. नाउ दिस टाइम अराउंड द न्यू गवर्नमेंट कम्स इनटू पावर एंड दीज टू huge revelations come out. How do you see it? And is it just all criticism, or do we need to introspect also कि ये हो क्या रहा है सिस्टम के साथ?
That's a very good question, Pankaj. I mean, I think हमें लगता है कि ये एक बेसिक अवेयरनेस अब जागना चाहिए, क्योंकि आप जैसे बोले कि मैं झारखंड से हूँ. I'm sure there are many small towns, villages जहाँ पे people, students who are credible students, they work a lot on their studies. वो अपना जमा पूंजी जुगाड़ करके किसी तरह से ट्यूशंस लेते हैं, कोचिंग्स लेते हैं नीट के प्रिपरेशन के लिए. They are serious students I'm talking about. और उसके बाद something, I'm talking about the other side. I'm not talking about the people who cheat on exams, who buy papers online. I'm not talking about that. Now, what is the message that we are sending to the younger generation is my concern. We all have kids here, you know, they are studying in schools and they are very, very aware of what's happening through social media, right? So what is the message that, forget the government, we as parents, you know, we as media professionals, we as human beings are sending to our children from the next generation? What is the message that, you know, you don't really have to work hard. Everything is available if you pay money. Or do we take a strong stance against it as people, right? And then we try to come to a clear conclusion. So I think, if you ask me personally, I think the government should, you know, the Honorable Supreme Court of India should take a very, very strong stance on this. And this should be investigated, that where did the crackdown usually doesn't happen from bottom. It's always from the top. So it should be investigated, and then it should be diverted, or, you know, it should be the main message should be stop this. Stop this, because this is not going to help anybody in any form. So
there are no two ways about it, Shruti. You are absolutely right, and I couldn't agree more, saying that there is no other way but to stop it. No whataboutery, no nothing, but stop it, because you're right. Those who come from smaller towns and states spend their money, take tuitions, appear for examination, and lo and behold, the examination gets cancelled. Shruti, thank you so much. I wouldn't hold you back on this, you know, Friday here. You might have to file your reports on the market closing, which has already closed. But please, thank you so much. Carry on and attend to your calls and messages. Thank you so much. We will let you go here. Keshav, you mentioned when this whole scenario unfolded, the government is now saying that एक किसी की गलती के लिए इतने सारे बच्चों को हम क्यों परेशान करें, चाहे वो whether it is about NEET, whether it is about UGC NET, the exams happened, and after that it was cancelled, compromising the integrity of the whole examination. Where does the buck stop, Keshav? हम लोग उस राज्य से आते हैं, unfortunately, जहाँ पर you know, paper leak बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं है, but because of political whataboutery, what has happened is, I remember someone asked one BJP representative कि यूपी के एग्जाम्स में पेपर लीक हो जाते हैं, तो देन सेट कि देखिए राजस्थान में क्या हो रहा था, अभी तो जाके वहाँ बीजेपी की सरकार आई है तो अब स्थिति बदलेगी, पहले देखिए राजस्थान में क्या हो रहा था। राजस्थान में हमने पूछा, वो किसी और राज्य के जवाब देते, एग्जाम्पल देते थे। Where does the buck stop?
No, somebody has to come forward and take the responsibility. Okay, the government should not only function, but it should be looking functioning. Okay, and as the saying goes, the seizure's wife must be above suspicion.
Right.
Government
होना ही पड़ेगा. Beyond doubt.
It does not make two wrongs one right. Okay, paper leak happens in UP, paper leak happens in Bihar or Bengal or Rajasthan, any places it happens. नहीं होना चाहिए. किसी ने किसी को तो स्टेप लेना होगा. Yesterday when Dharmendra Pradhan came forward and he took the responsibility. Okay, so it was a bold step. He said that I am owning the responsibility. Okay, so not only bold but strict action is required. That is the demand of the time. That is the call of the hour. The government should not shy away. So all this wishy-washy statement is being made by the political class, not being, withheld. Sometimes people, this NEET has given, not only NEET, after NEET, this is UGC, NET. So government के ऊपर एक बदनुमा धब्बा है. This government had come into power promising all, tall promises about, corruption-free state, minimum governance, minimum government, maximum governance, and what we have in hand is completely different from what they had promised. Okay, this government has portrayed itself as, a picture of sanctity. All these things are not helping them to retain their older image. There must be a stricter action, and that should be visible to the people.
So we made an example out of it also, very
this is a very cruel joke on our future generation, and what kind of messages we are sending to the world community, to the global community. India that is struggling to have a quality, a skilled workforce, and the papers are getting leaked, the admissions are happening on the false mark sheet.
Exactly.
Nobody will accept it.
And the kind of standard, the Indian education system has set up a very high level of standard.
And particularly with the forces who claim to be the Vishwa Guru. तो पेपर लीक करके विश्व गुरु कैसे बनेंगे? और जो डॉक्टर्स मान लीजिए नीट एग्जाम से जाते थे, अगर डाउट आ गया, सीजर्स वाइफ की जो आपने बात की, that comes under the ambit of doubt that these high level skilled examinations are rigged or compromised, then think about the image that the doctors would have. One or two of them or five of them or a handful of them had resorted to unfair means, but rest of the doctors community, that batch, it was from that paper leak batch. So it casts a long shadow on the future generation. You're right, Ritesh. Very quickly, NEET examination, West Bengal, again, a hotbed. A lot of students, prepare for NEET examinations, UGC. How has the state responded to it? What's the general sentiment there in West Bengal?
See, Pankaj, before I start, I just want to share one thing, that what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. देखिए हमारे इधर टीचर स्कैम हुआ, 26,000 प्लस सीट्स पे स्कैम हुआ है. सो ये हम लोग लास्ट ईयर से लड़ रहे, इससे कई करप्शन इश्यूज पे लड़ रहे हैं. अभी पैन इंडिया में ये
बिहार में भी सारे एग्जामिनेशन में लोग पर्चे पहुंचा के जाते थे, आधे तो वैसे ही पास करते थे, लेकिन चलिए वहां भी बंद हुआ कि नहीं पता नहीं वैसे.
तो हमारे इधर तो हम लोग जूझ ही रहे हैं इसके साथ. अभी पैन इंडिया में बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में ये सब चीज आ रहा है. नीट, उसके बाद नेट भी कैंसिल हो गया. तो इसका अगर पॉलिटिकल एंगल देखा जाए हमारे स्टेट में, तो इस हिसाब से आप देख सकते हैं कि टीएमसी के पास कोई वेपन नहीं था लोकल बीजेपी को काउंटर करने के लिए. अभी वो लोग स्ट्रेट बोल सकते हैं कि यस हमारे इधर टीचर स्कैम हुआ है तो आपके उधर भी नीट स्कैम हुआ है.
आप भी ये व्हाट अबाउटरी में नहीं क्वालिफाई जी. हमारे में जैसे मैं किसी चैनल पर देख रहा था, यूपीए के टाइम पे इतने एक्सीडेंट्स हुए थे, रेलवे के एनडीए के टाइम पे. इज दिस एनी कंपैरिजन? But I don't know how people by this whataboutery कि देखिए जी आप में तो टीचर हुआ था तुमने बताइए रितेश हाँ
sorry I'm interrupting okay I will just make one liner statement. See, the corruption happens at all levels. Okay, the scam in the teacher's appointment is completely different from this paper leak. We cannot equate. Okay, somebody has paid a bribe and got a job. It will not, harm the mankind. It will not impact the race of human. But somebody is going to, become a doctor on a fake mark sheet. Why I call a fake mark sheet is the guy could not obtain even 70% marks in physics. Somebody has got 15 marks, somebody has got 5 marks in physics, chemistry, and the NEET they have 62 of them have obtained 720. So it is a serious crime. Okay.
No, even
the political class they have their weapons ready. Okay, आपके स्टेट में टीचर से स्कैम हुआ, हमारे इनके स्टेट में नीट हो गया और उनके स्टेट में पेपर लीक हो गया, but the degree of crime is quite different.
Any sort of crime, Keshav, Ritesh, I wouldn't say, even you're talking about teachers, how they impact. I think even the teachers, substandard teachers getting into the system, then they will prepare that kind of students also, those who might not reach the stage of NEET. So वो भी एक तरीके से impact करता है system को, but
हाँ सेम केशव जी ने जैसे बोला वो जैसे impact कर रहा है, टीचर स्कैम भी impact कर रहा है, because teachers are the backbone of a society. So कोई भी स्कैम हो वो सोसाइटी को इम्पैक्ट करेगा ही.
Definitely. So even if you are issuing a driving license on a bribe, that guy does not know how to drive and he will cause an accident. That happens. But the intent here and the intent there is lots of difference. And the degree of crime is different. The degree of crime is different.
Kalpesh, Gujarat में किस तरह से reaction? What is the reaction in Gujarat as far as the NEET and UGC paper leak is concerned? And generally, what is the situation in Gujarat as far as higher studies is concerned?
सर अगर पेपर लीक की बात करें तो गुजरात को तो आदत हो गई है पेपर लीक की. जब से
ये और राज्य, ये तो कितने सालों से डबल इंजन की सरकार है वहां पर.
जब से मोदी सरकार आई है तब से गुजरात में 13+ पेपर लीक हुए हैं. एक बार तो पेपर देने के लिए बैठ गए थे स्टूडेंट्स और फिर वापस पेपर खींच लेना पड़ा, क्योंकि उनको तब हसमुख पटेल थे, पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट के इंचार्ज थे, वो उनके ऊपर जिम्मेदारी थी पुलिस के पेपर लेने की. उनको पता चला, उन्होंने तुरंत सब पेपर कैंसिल कर दिया उस वक्त. तो यहाँ तक कि 13+ पेपर आज तक गुजरात में लीक हुए. लेकिन हालांकि देखें तो विपक्ष अभी इस मुद्दे को ज्यादा गुजरात में उठा नहीं रहा. ऐसा लगता है गुजरात कांग्रेस विरोध करना भूल गई.
भाई गुजरात में विपक्ष है क्या?
उनको इससे उनको सीट दे दो, चुनाव लड़ लेंगे, बस बात खत्म. पब्लिक का क्या हो रहा है, स्टूडेंट्स का फ्यूचर कैसा जा रहा है, वो खराब हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा, इससे गुजरात विपक्ष को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. सर अभी माहौल देख के तो ऐसा ही लग रहा है.
तो किसी ने अगेन सोशल मीडिया की बात हम लोग कैसे ना करें, वो तो हो ही नहीं सकता है, ब्रेड एंड बटर भी हो गया है. किसी ने लिखा कि भैया ये सरकार चाहती नहीं है कि ना तो परीक्षा होगी, ना आप क्वालिफाई करेंगे, ना आप जॉब्स मांगेंगे. तो लोग people think in this side also, Ritesh, when we talk about Bhadra Purush, Bhadra Manush of West Bengal, I think the whole country is full of aspirations and promises, but if the leadership of any state, of any government, is indulged or is not aware that these things are happening. I mean, I have in the year of 2003-04, I have given the CAT examination twice in 1 year because the paper was leaked. And if you remember, Keshav, the person who leaked the paper back in 2003, I guess, I was in my final year, I guess, at that time, was from Bihar. Some
Ranjit Don.
Yes, some
Ranjit Don.
Yes.
Ranjit Don.
He was known to be, and since then, if you can leak the paper of the most premier institution, the only thing that we are left with is IIT now, JEE. We have seen it happening in medical examinations, UGC NET, all the CTETs and state teachers eligibility test that he was mentioning, Ritesh was mentioning. doesn't paint a good picture. And I will again say, irrespective of the government, yes, but that is also happening. Ritesh, before I go to Keshav for final word from Wayanad, I wanted to know from you that this week particularly saw Prime Minister Modi going to G7, coming back from there, and also World Yoga Day was celebrated to itself. India's image as of now, when it comes to global stage, do you believe that these developments at home somehow paint a different picture? And I would also mention one more thing. I'm forgetting the name of the country, but one Indian was left to die on the road. His hands were amputated, I guess, and no one attended to him. So maybe nationality is not an issue, but the way things are taking shape, do you think that India needs to still keep the momentum going on as far as its global image is concerned?
So I think these are local issues. I don't think it will have much impact on global scenarios. But yes, the countries who follow India, who do business with India, they get to know all these things, and when it comes to diplomatic things, then it will impact. Otherwise, I don't think this NEET or any kind of this political things will impact the bilateral or any kind of relationship with any countries. But but diplomatically, if it hurts other countries, then it will impact. Otherwise, not.
Okay, fair enough. Indeed, I mean, local matters definitely, and which remains to be seen. And we hope that yes, India keeps playing its role at the global stage that it has been doing so far. Keshav, coming back home, and I was keeping the best question for the last. Priyanka Gandhi heading to Wayanad. I had two questions in mind. Why would Congress set up Priyanka in Wayanad, and why, obviously, Rahul, as the follow-up question, Rahul chose to stay with Rai Bareli, because Rai Bareli, anyone could have won from their side, from Congress's side. I was there, I saw it. Still, the scenario that is there in front of us. How do you see it?
Okay, so when the elections were called in India, all of us had expected that Priyanka Gandhi would be fielded from some seat of UP, and probably we were thinking that either Amethi or Rai Bareli, but it did not happen. Okay, lots of factors. The elections are being fought and won. Why Priyanka was not fielded in the just concluded Lok Sabha election is probably first thing I could think of is, if she was fighting an election, she would have been pinned down to that particular constituency. Okay. The way she was campaigning all over the state, or maybe, I mean, all over UP at least, and maybe beyond also, it could not have happened. Secondly, then, taking the charges of nepotism would have been difficult for the Congress party. Sonia Gandhi is in Rajya Sabha, Rahul Gandhi is fighting from Wayanad, fighting for Lok Sabha, and Priyanka Gandhi is also fighting another constituency for Lok Sabha. It would have been given, the opposition side, the other side, some weapons, ammunition to attack on the Congress party, particularly on the Gandhis. So, and then Congress itself was very unsure about fielding Rahul Gandhi from Rai Bareli. Okay, so they waited, because if the masses would have gone to the voters in Kerala, in Wayanad, they might not have voted for Rahul Gandhi, because they would have known if Rahul Gandhi is winning from another seat, he might be shifted there. So the Congress party waited till the last moment when the election in Wayanad was completed. After that, they decided to place Rahul Gandhi. Maybe they are trying to give a cakewalk to Priyanka Gandhi from Wayanad, because Rai Bareli definitely has been a bastion of the Gandhis of Congress party, but you cannot deny the the current political fire that BJP might spit out.
Okay, fine. See, I mean,
few things, because see, it is not because of the Gandhis that Rai Bareli has gone to, Raebareli has gone to the kitty of Congress. There must be some supporting votes from the SP cadres has helped Rahul Gandhi win that seat. Now the BJP is rattled out. They will fight back hard. What if the OBC community does not vote for Congress? What if BJP places a strong contender like Aditi Singh? It might make the road ahead for Priyanka Gandhi difficult in Raebareli. So Amethi has been already lost, and by any harder chance, the Gandhis lose from Raebareli, it will be very difficult.
See,
that is why Wayanad has been given, because there is now the elections has happened. Now the left parties also think that nothing can happen. Okay,
but the same thing was said. Sorry, Keshav, I am stopping you. The same thing was said about Rahul Gandhi not being fielded from Amethi. They were saying कि चलिए अगर अमेठी से हार जाते हैं तब तो बड़ी फिर से भद पिटेगी, रायबरेली तो जीत ही जाएंगे. I am of the opinion that Raebareli could have been a better seat for Priyanka Gandhi, because see, these by-elections are coming right at the back of these general elections that happened. And the temperament, yes, SP seat support was there, which still will be there. But for, Raebareli and Amethi are twin cities. They are separated by almost an hour distance. Okay. And the sentiments that Smriti Irani, double engine Sarkar, came back riding high as one of the closest ministers of the Prime Minister. Yet she lost by huge margin. Almost double the margin that she had won. 55,200 votes was what she had won Amethi for.
I think Amethi was a different case.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Amethi was a different case. Yes. After that 2019 election, the voters of Amethi, they realized that they have not done probably the right thing. Okay. And even after that, Smriti Irani could not establish that kind of connect with the voters, the people of Amethi. There was, always we had the news of Smriti Irani, losing her cool, blasting at the press persons. So all sort of things. She was an unpopular figure to fight from Amethi. And the BJP leadership has already known about it.
Actually, yes, they did. I mean, the kind of, lull that was there outside her house, and even in Amethi, BJP offices, there are 2 BJP offices in Amethi. In fact, 3, I would say. One is the election center. Also,
the house of Smriti Irani.
And another one is house also, yeah. Nonetheless, Keshav, Ritesh, Kalpesh, thank you so much. Well, for Priyanka Gandhi, we can always just say, Keshav, that as she canvassed a lot for her brother in Raebareli and made sure, and that's what the BJP, that's what the Congress is saying also, that now Wayanad will also have 2 MPs. So I'm sure we will see more of Rahul Gandhi canvassing in Wayanad, asking people to vote for her sister, replying and returning the favor to her sister. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for talking to us. This was it in this edition of Editors Roundtable. One India promises to bring you back this episode next week also with all the latest developments from that week, summing it up on next Friday. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.